Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong, and welcome to the Back Office Show. Yes, I'm not. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I often try to put together some things to make a little bit of coin for the channel. You know, I invest a bit of my time and a few materials. In return, I put them on the shop, and sometimes people buy those things, and then I use those to buy other things. It's not really a net gain for me, but it seems to be cash flow for getting gadgets, or at least it just makes me feel less guilty about investing in more gadgets. So here's my latest and greatest scheme, as it were, mouse mats. So I've got an Atari ST, and it uses a ball as well. We're going to demonstrate with this mouse, but this one doesn't actually have one. So yeah, if you have an Atari ST mouse ball, let me know. Yeah, they just don't really work on modern tables because it's so slippy, skiddy. So what I've done is I've scoured the internet high and low, far and wide, and gathered together materials to make some mouse mats of all the favourite retro systems that are out there. And these aren't all of them. These are a sample of some. I'm missing a few. But what I thought was I'll try putting these on the website at pretty much cost, to be honest with you. Pretty much cost. They are quite expensive to make in small numbers. Just to see if anybody's interested in them and what systems people are interested in. So let's go through just to show you. They are made out of a recycled material, so they smell a bit like school erasers, I guess. I think it's a recycled material, but yeah, very good, very grippy indeed. Actually, look, and with that sort of finish that you will remember from back in the day, but good thickness on them, not like those little thin silicone-y ones you get now on eBay, and you think, oh, great mouse mat, and then you get them and they're like just that surface bit of it. No, this is a proper mat for getting going on. So this is an Amiga. This is the Amiga workbench, and you can see, of course, you have a bit of memory free, so that's good, so you won't use up too much memory. I kind of wish it worked, this was like a touch screen mouse mat, which would have been pretty awesome. But yeah, the iconic Amiga desktop there. Texas Instruments home computer. This was a request, this one. I did ask around before I put these together. So we've got the Texas Instruments home computer mouse mat. And I'm pretty sure this computer never had a mouse, but you might want this at work, and people will go, what was a Texas Instruments home computer? And then you've got a tale to tell about it, all of the different amazing adventures you got up to with your Texas Instruments home computer, which clearly must have displayed a decent amount of colour, because at least it's got that effective rainbow there to wow your co-workers. And this is my sort of personal favourite. It might not be as exciting as some of the other ones. I mean, it's certainly not as bright as the Texas Instruments or as detailed as the Amiga, but let's not forget simpler times and all. And this is, of course, the legendary Atari ST Gem desktop. I love it. It looks really good. Of course, this is one of the earlier TOSes. This isn't TOS 2.06. This will be TOS 1.4 or TOS 1.62, I want to say. If you know what version of the operating system this represents, please ping me, and I'll make sure that's in a description on that thing. Can you tell what this one is? Yes, the Sinclair Spectrum 128, and of course you've got the menu with the tape tester. So this wasn't up to the point where Amstrad had taken over, because they'd put Amstrad on here and they'd removed the tape tester utility from the Plus 2 model. But that's a nice simple desktop mouse mat there with the, of course, iconic rainbow. I know it doesn't seem exciting. None of these might not seem exciting to the youths who want like whiz bang and sort of sex, drugs and rock and roll, but this is what we had, damn it, and we were excited when we saw this screen and it wasn't corrupted and it wasn't crashing. Ironically though, the quality of the print on this, the quality of print on all of these is clearer and more stable than any bloody monitor we had back in the day. I think I'd be really happy if that was a monitor even now could look this sharp. So that's your Sinclair Spectrum. And I've only got one more because I said the other ones aren't there, but look at that. Doot, doot. Yes, this is the Acorn BBC Model B 32K edition mouse mat. So it's got just black, because that's what it was, black, and it had basic. Perhaps we could add a few commands and then 10 print hello, 20, go to 10, and then that was always an option, but this is what I thought. I thought this is quite subtle, quite nice. So that's all the selection right now. There is a Commodore 61. Commodore 61. Crikey, what was the Commodore 61? That sounds awful. That was the beta version that was never released. In progress, so we'll get some Commodore 64 ones. These are going to go on my back office shop. Look, you can see I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now, 5, and I'll be left with none. But I'm going to plop them back on there. I'll put them individually, so you can race to get the one you want. I don't know what price it'll be. As I said, I'm not going to make any money in there, so if it does seem a bit expensive and you can get something equivalent from China, financially I would say yes. Go for that. If you can wait the shipping time, you're always going to get that cheaper because, of course, it's made in China where it's cheaper, and of course they don't have to pay shipping fees from China. So that's pretty much undercut everybody. But this is made in the UK, darn it. These are made in the UK, so you'll be supporting the local business that made these for me, and you'll be supporting the channel a little bit. And I mean a little bit. I'm gonna take like 10p or something per mouse mat on this, but you know, it's not really worth my time to do the art and go down to the post office, but I like to do it because I think that these are great things. They should exist, and they should be in your hands. They should be in my hands, because I'd love to use one right away for my Atari ST. I'm almost tempted to keep one of these. Look at that. I'm almost tempted to keep that, but that is so iconic, so bright. I could just everywhere I work now, I just want to have this green mouse mat everywhere. So yeah, head over to the shop, www.backofficeshow.shop, and yeah, have a look at them. If you can afford one, please consider it. It really helped me out. If you can afford buy me a coffee, head over to Patreon, or just comment down below and say, hi Andrew, I like these things. Actually though, can you get me one from an Oric or something? And I'll be like, okay, I've got to go and try to find a screenshot of a friggin' Oric. Don't do that, just get a standard one. As ever guys, thank you for your time watching. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.